If you do not invest in a business in Vietnam right now, you're going to miss the bus. When we are talking about doing business, we have Thailand, we have Malaysia, we have Singapore, and we have Indonesia. Then why am I talking about Vietnam in particular? What's so special about Vietnam? By the end of this video, I will give some solid justification and three major reasons why you should start doing business in Vietnam. In the face of global uncertainties sparked by global conflicts and supply chain disruptions, Vietnam is in a prime position to strengthen its economy, amplify manufacturing, and expedite digital transformation. This commitment echoes the country's vision of reaching developed economy status by 2045 and achieving the net zero carbon by 2050. Backed by robust policies and ongoing reforms, the government has been proactive with its support, backing businesses, attracting investment, and spearheading a greener, digitally advanced economy. As per the International Monetary Fund, it is now the 35th largest economy in the world and the 23rd largest exporter in the world, with an annual income of around $4,200. It also has an accumulated FDI of around $468 billion. Now let us look at some of the interesting economic parameters and then arrive at the three major reasons why you should start a business in Vietnam in 2024. Foreign investment point of view, the key economic indicators to show the interest in businesses growing in Vietnam are the total registered capital and the total implemented capital, which stands at US dollars $36.6 billion and US dollars $23.2 billion respectively. And both are up, one by 32.1% year on year and the implemented capital up 3.5% year on year. Top 5 key FDI sectors in 2023. We will start from the bottom. Professional and scientific activities at 1.2%, finance and banking at 1.5%, electricity, gas, water at 2.3%, real estate at 4.6%, but the major chunk has been taken by manufacturing and processing, which stands at 23.5%. Finally, we come to the major economic indicators to show that businesses are and will grow in Vietnam. It was 5.05%, the national GDP growth in 2023, down from around 8% to the previous year. But now it is bounced back and Vietnam's projected GDP growth in 2024 is 5.8%. So why invest in Vietnam? I think 2 points come into my mind at this point. One is the resilient economic growth and attractive market potential. So we have seen the perseverance in 2023. In 2023, Vietnam's socio-economic conditions were influenced by global economic uncertainty, leading to a decline in GDP growth to 5.05%, as I have shown in the previous slide, compared to the previous year of 8.02%. However, Vietnam's GDP growth still surpassed the global average of 3% and that for Asia Pacific at 4.4%, thanks to its strong fundamentals and continuing government efforts to stabilize the domestic economy. Now, we have to understand that this journey towards resilience and competitiveness is built on raising skill levels and fostering a culture of continuous learning. By empowering its workforce through targeted training and embracing technological advances, Vietnam can not only modernize its industry but also propel towards heightened productivity and innovation in a rapidly evolving digital landscape. Vietnam's economy is projected to rebound to 5.8%, the projected GDP growth in 2024, supported by ongoing efforts to improve the business environment and competitiveness, thus fueling growth, and we are already witnessing this growth. Now, Vietnam's regulatory policies are more open compared to regional peers such as Indonesia and China, as well as relative to other emerging market economies such as South Africa, Brazil, and Argentina. Now, this creates attractive investment opportunities in consumer markets as well as in various sectors such as education, healthcare, leisure, and more. Before I complete my reasoning into why invest in Vietnam, I would like to cover two more points very briefly. Vietnam's integration into global value chains or GVCs. Vietnam is actively enhancing its integration into GVCs, offering numerous advantages for domestic exporters as well as foreign investors. And finally, its bilateral relationship. Vietnam's bilateral relations extend beyond FTAs, trade agreements, to encompass partnerships that foster deeper trade and economic cooperation. This has positioned Vietnam as a valuable player in the global supply chain, offering increased investments opportunities and strategic ties to global economies such as the USA, India, Japan, Russia, and South Korea. I think I've made my point that why Vietnam is a safe bet as far as investments are concerned for new business compared to other countries in the SEAC area. Let's move on to the next point. I have recently published a video on the sectors where the maximum number of jobs are available or the lucrative jobs. I shall provide the link above. You can take a look at it. These are the sectors or industry which are the safest bets as far as investments into business in Vietnam are concerned. But out of these, there are two which are thriving at this moment. Let us take a look at them. Sectors and industries in Vietnam. I'm going to talk about two thriving sectors which are on the rise. The first one is no surprise, it's the technology and digital innovation. As a country with a high smartphone penetration rate of 72%, and where the number of internet users is expected to reach 70 million by 2025, Vietnam's digital economy is projected to grow at a 14% CAGR to reach US $57 billion by mid 2025. Key opportunities include expansion of e-commerce and digital payments, development of online media, and emergence of new technologies like AI and blockchain. And finally, Vietnam is also well positioned to attract more foreign investment in the high-tech industry by offering more incentives and amending requirements to high-tech businesses. The semiconductor industry is witnessing significant investment from hardware companies like Intel, Micron, Nvidia, and the government is also backing research and development efforts and advances in cutting-edge IT systems as well as the manufacture of IT products. I'm referring to is something of a surprise. It's the green infrastructure and green finance. Vietnam has shown significant potential in terms of green financing opportunities. The value of green projects in Vietnam surpasses its relatively modest GDP, and that the country outperforms its position compared to global heavyweights, where low risk investments often yield low returns for investors. The country has seen the emergence of dynamic primary and secondary markets for both local and overseas investors. Until a few years back, we used to hear all the time about how difficult it is to start a business in Vietnam. But now things have changed during the last couple of years. So let us look at how the things have changed and about ease of doing business in Vietnam, which is my third point about why to start a business in Vietnam. In this video, I have provided information about why to start a business in Vietnam in 2024 and 2025. But I have not answered two questions: when or where to start the business and how to start the business. So, answers to these questions will be given in the next two videos. I shall come up with those videos very soon. If you like this video, kindly share, like, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video soon. Thank you.